Y muy buenas tardes, aquí estamos presentes desde la Universidad Estatal de Perez, California. Aquí estamos presentes en la Watson Stern Library, donde tenemos una portada de un display que uno de los estudiantes aquí de la universidad ha hecho. El nombre del artista es Andrew Frausto y ha aportado esta portada aquí para que los estudiantes que son parte aquí de la universidad puedan ver. Como podemos ver, la portada incluye reciclaje de botellas y una puerta de un carro. Tendremos más entrevistas exclusivas con ustedes. También lo estará acompañando su profesora, Joyce Co, que también al igual estará con nosotros. Esperemos que estén con nosotros y acompáñenos más con más entrevistas exclusivas. Reportando aquí desde la Universidad Estatal, EriK Perez. Gracias. Buenas tardes y continuamos con las entrevistas exclusivas. Aquí tenemos presente a Joyce Co y el estudiante, el artista, Andrew, que es un CHB student aquí y ha traído su portada a la librería para que puedan, para que los estudiantes puedan ver. Joyce, tell me a little bit about this display and as the professor of Andrew, what motivated you to put this display here at the library and for him to do something like this, something very creative?
Okay. I gave my sculpture class a project to do. They had a choice between either doing something with a wood pallet or something with a car door. And everybody in the class picked the pallet except for Andrew, who picked the car door. And then he did this piece that because I travel a lot, I see in different countries, if I walk along the beach, I see these plastic bottles that have washed up. And I just love this piece because it's got such a mystery to it. And it's so, it speaks so much for the problems that we have with the environment. And for example, the floating island the size of Texas of plastic bottles. And I just love the fact that he did such a great piece that is both playful and has a very strong message about our environment.
Thank you. Andrew, tell us a little bit about your display. What made you not choose the other project and ended up doing this? We see that it's a very creative display, and just the fact that the door is actually hanging onto the display is also very creative.
Yeah, so pretty much I wanted to be a little different and not use the wood pallets. So I wanted to mess around with the metal. And at first I had some ideas to kind of distort or maybe deconstruct the metal, but I thought I'd let it be what it is, the object in itself. And it pretty much just came from me kind of realizing that I had a lot of bottles and trash in my car. So I thought it was a pretty cool comment on the fact that I'm carrying all this around with me. And it's kind of overtaking the space in my car. So I was like, okay, let's take this out of its natural environment, which I've kind of made in my car, and let's try and suspend the store by it. So that's pretty much how it turned out through the first concept. And just doing further research, I've really realized that there is this really big environmental impact that it has on the environment with the plastic bottles. It's not something that's just happening now. It's been around for a really long time. So I think it's good to bring it into the light, to get people to think about it. I mean, we take these bottles with us everywhere because they're convenient for having water and stuff like that, but they're not, also through research, they're not as healthy for our bodies, especially if in the car, if I have like leftover water, if I drink the water, it's not good based on the chemicals that break down in the water. So pretty much after this project, I've moved to just drinking out of glass bottles. So yeah, it's interesting how it turned out.
Andrew nos acaba de mencionar que el proyecto que acaba de hacer, muchos de los materiales son botellas que han venido de su propio carro que usa y al cabo ha dicho de que en el futuro, en vez de usar tantas botellas para tomar agua, piensa usar vasos en vez de estar gastando tantas botellas. También dice que es bueno para el environment en donde vivimos, para usar no tanto estas botellas, en vez prefiere usar botellas o vasos. Andrew, you mentioned that most of these materials came from your car, right? Tell me a little bit the reasons why you thought that this project was actually in the work, and where in the world did you think that a door was actually be able to hold, something, from the plastic bottles?
Really, it's a play on the materiality of it, because there is this very heavy car door. I'm not exactly too sure how heavy it is, but there's this really fragileness of the plastic bottles, so I thought it'd be interesting to create this illusion of this material. It's kind of hard to pronounce the actual material that it's actually made out of, so it's just referred to as a plastic bottle. But it's interesting in the fact that there's so much of this trash or this junk that can hold up the weight of material as strong as like steel, or something that we're really used to, like with our cars, and we really don't take the time to really think about what we're using, even in our cars or the plastic bottles or anything like that. So,
Thank you, Andrew. Joyce, would we be seeing this display somewhere else, or was it featured in any other art gallery?
It hasn't been yet. This is the first place that we thought to put it. Usually we put some small projects in from my 3D class relating to books, and Christy Gavin from the library had asked me what we were going to do this quarter, and I couldn't think of anything, and then suddenly I thought about this project that Andrew did, and it seemed like a perfect spot for it because a lot of people are here in the library and it would have more of an impact, and yet it's got a safe environment that people won't come and do any destructive things to it.
Joyce, I think the real question is how proud are you of Andrew, and did he earn an A for this?
Absolutely, absolutely. It's not really about grades. Art projects are really about the beholder, the person that thought them up, and their pride is in their work, not in a letter grade. But he did a great job, and I'm very proud of him.
Thank you. And el nombre de este display se llama Where Do We Go From Here? En inglés se traslada a lo mismo, Where Do We Go From Here, y es una portada que va a estar aquí presente para que los estudiantes puedan venir y admiren las botellas y el reciclaje que ha convertido a una portada muy exitosa y excelente. How long will this display be here in the library? Do you guys know?
I don't think we've decided yet. It's up to the librarian and the people, the director of the library.
Okay, any last remarks?
No.
I'm glad everyone enjoys it.
Okay.
Interact with it.
Como acaba de decir Andrew, está contento de que la portada ha estado aquí en la librería y que a mucha gente le ha gustado, porque hemos visto muchas personas viniendo y tomando fotos de la portada. Y pues bueno, esto concluye nuestra entrevista y le quiero agradecer a Joyce y a Andrew por haber acompañado hoy en día y tomado su tiempo. Y aquí reportando desde la Universidad Estatal, EriK Perez con ustedes desde el Runner Online. Gracias.